Today it's front pads and rotors on the 2015 Chrysler 200C. I'll walk you through it now. Caliper guide bolts are 14 millimeter. Like to set that there for right now. Depending on the car, you might want to tie strap that to the strut spring. Caliper bracket bolts, next set of bolts in, right behind here. These caliper bracket bolts are actually external torques. This is a close-up of what an E20 looks like. It's also called an external torques. Drop one of the old pads back in. Compress that caliper piston. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to clamp this thing in a vise, just enough to hold it for me. Clean out these grooves where the clips came from. Now we'll pull out these pins one at a time. These are actually in pretty good shape. They're still moving very smoothly for us. Nevertheless, we're going to wipe off the old grease, apply some fresh grease, and put the pins back in. Little new grease. I look for something for brakes that's a synthetic braking caliper grease. That's exactly what's made for these pins. Don't need a whole lot. I basically just paint it on a little bit on each side there, so to speak. Work it in a circular motion to spin it. And that's how you do it. Basically what we're doing here with these pins is we're making sure that not only can the brake caliper squeeze tightly and properly, but it can also release smoothly, because the brake pads basically ride on these pins as you go down the road. So the brake caliper will compress this whole system, but you need that give so that it'll compress. I think I'm pushing the wrong way, but you'll get the idea. And when you release, it has the freedom of motion to gently release again. That's why we do that. Because otherwise, you run the risk of getting your caliper stuck on, and not for the fault of the caliper piston itself, but for the fault of these pins binding. Pop your new clips on there. They go in this orientation, this flat straight section here. It's going to go up here, and then it goes down like that, like an upside down U. Okay. This kit gives you 4 of these clips. I don't really think you need 4. I'm going to put one of them on this driver's front. This clip is what lets you know that your brake pad is too low. Okay? So that's going to end up scraping the rotor, making a noise that you can hear well enough while you drive to alert you to that. So right now, these pads actually don't need any shaving. These actually slide in and out nice and smooth. Same concept there. They're snug in there. They won't move on their own. You know, they won't really fall down. But with a gentle pressure, they do slide. And that's what you really need. Check this side. It's probably the same. I have good luck with this brand, so we'll see. Same thing. Slides nice and easy. So now that I know that, slide the pads back out, because I'll actually put the pads on the car and grease these sections here on the car. I'll show you that now. This rotor's coming off. That's a 5 millimeter Allen head bolt. An Allen head bolt, sometimes you want to just give it a little tap. Make sure it's all the way seated, because sometimes you'll get a little bit of rust in there and it won't get a good bite. There we go. Okay, now, so with the old rotor off, just going to clean that up a little with a little brake clean. A little bit of anti-seize just in the center area here, just where the rotor itself touches the hub. Now this can go on. Get our Allen head screw put back in. Just help. Another way, just help to retain the rotor. Okay. A little more brake clean. Just cleaning off any oil residues from manufacturing the rotor. This does happen. You don't want that getting on your brake pads. So we're going to be back to the caliper bracket. Again, these are E20 external Torx bolts. Rotor's on, bracket's on. Let's put some pads on. Okay, so we're back to the caliper grease we talked about before. It's going to go a little bit on these ears. Don't get it on the pad surface where it touches the rotor. All we're doing is we're making sure this pad can slide back and forth inside those metal clips. So all we're doing. Doesn't take a lot. Okay, move it there, insert it at the bottom, the top. There we go, and you can see another angle of how you can still move this with very gentle pressure, but it doesn't fall out. Same thing on the back. Back looks just like the front does. I like to apply a little bit of this where this is going to touch on here. There's other products for this, but the idea behind this is I'm hoping to reduce or eliminate squealing. So that's the idea there. And usually when I do brakes, they don't end up squeaking when I use these methods. So. Reinstall the 14 mils to reattach the caliper body to the caliper bracket. There we go. That's it. That's how you do the brakes on the front of this car.